All right. We rejoin Karuta as you guys were running around the camp of the Goliaths and the Riders of the Storm that sat outside this portal, if you will, and was on watch. You caused some distractions and got the entire camp to, come alive with the news at the front bridge with things going down, and then the fire starting in the back of the camp as well. You guys started to flee up the stairs, and encountering some and fighting your way up the stairs and trying to rush towards the portal. Your friend Gil came with a little bit of aid of her own and showed you a new ability of her own that she was able to cause a variation of the sleep storms kind of spell where it completely obscured the area, allowing you all to kind of flee from combat and make your way into what you are now in, kind of the tail end of the Halls of Frost. As you guys landed in here, you turned around and looked back where your enemies were falling behind, and you see nothing but kind of it looks like a gray stone at first, but you see that it's kind of the marbling almost is moving within the stone, and upon closer examination it's kind of like more like of a liquid's not appropriate, more like some kind of membrane, like something that separates you from once to where you first came through. Let me you will look into the along the whole facade of this wall, though, and you will notice one thing that sticks out besides the otherwise smooth surface. There's a small little keyhole in the wall or on the surface. The halls around you, though, are a little bit different from where you once had come from. They, besides rock and ice and cavern, while there's still some of that, you'll start to see some polished stone or polished and cut stone and quartz floors and pillars and columns above your head that kind of lead further in through these long, deep halls. As you guys kind of get your bearings, what would you guys like to do?
Are we being pursued?
You're not sure. You have nothing's coming through that door yet, but you guys are welcome to prepare if you.
Well,
But I would say if you, depending on how long you could, or do you want to stay on guard, or how long do you want to wait to see if anyone comes through that door, or would you like to take any action?
I'm seeing if I have anything that would stall them if they get through. Which I could do spike growth.
So you guys think and consider and ponder whether or not enemies are in pursuit. Some time goes by and nothing kind of appears about 30 seconds later. Back to you, though, Skybor, if you are considering casting anything. Where's my chat?
I don't know how we were able to lose them. There's literally only two directions we could have gone.
Magic? Or it's Halls of Frost.
I mean, technically all of these things are to defend the key.
Yep.
Probably how we lost them.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of surprising we're not lost.
Yeah. I mean, we got advice from Elsa, so, I mean, that's pretty good. Hopefully.
Gil
it
kind of
works.
seems a little how's the best way? She's always seems excited and lighthearted and free, but she almost seems more so. But instead of jumping around and being so free, she's more floaty in the sense that she kind of is just riding the air around you in this room, seeming a little bit calmer and not so energetic. She seems kind of more peaceful here.
You know what? I'm just to be sure, I'm going to do a perception check, see if I can hear any anyone coming.
No, you don't need to make a perception check. There, you'll if you hear nothing through the door or wall. There's no sound coming.
Okay. I guess we're good.
I think so.
Must have reached a checkpoint.
You see a white box on the ground with a red cross on it. All right. So, do you guys want to do anything before you head deeper or forward? Did you guys want to camp? Did you want to? I will say you guys been going at it for a little bit. You are probably starting to get not too tired. You've been going at it pretty hard. But
Like we
would
said
you like to go a little bit
before,
further?
Where was the keyhole? Was it on the
Um,
wall that we came through?
Yes, it's on that gray slab with the kind of the moving marble.
So basically, we need a key to get back through the door. It's a portal that we need a key to get back through that. So there's only basically one direction we can go.
Mhm.
You want to take a short rest? Does anybody need a rest?
I think taking a short rest would be useful. What does everybody else think? Either that or potions. I don't have many left.
I don't have any potions either.
you
It
have
seems pretty
none?
calm here. I would say rest, short rest.
I mean, we
The
can
potions are
rest.
basically something to use in an emergency.
I have few potions. As in, like, you're about to die potion.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I got I got regular healing, advanced heal, great healing potion.
Oh my goodness.
I had the first two. I have
Okay,
everything
I
else.
got 2 healing, 1 advanced health, 1 greater, and 1 advanced greater.
You're the hoarder of the group now.
You keep giving them to me.
You do keep giving them to him.
And then he never takes them.
He's the monk healer when he has to be.
Right.
Here, you get a potion. Poof,
You
you
get
get a potion.
It's actually not a
Above
bad idea.
game, does Cronus still have any more of those potions that gives you pretty much a long rest but exhaustion later?
I believe I used it.
Okay.
I think he used it again in the fight against Reed. If I don't,
Yeah,
Reed or
both of us
Maleficent.
did.
I think it was Maleficent because I think I died on the way up. Was it something like that?
Probably.
That's right.
And I think I used it. How did that go?
Because I thought there was 2 of them total.
There were 2, but I forget who took
the
it.
other one
Yeah, you took it early on.
in that
But-
fight, yeah, because I was like out.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I remember using it. I don't remember if I used it because I just burned through key points on
I think you were about to
one
die.
of the big fights, or it was something like that.
Well, above table 2, if you guys are taking a short rest, is that the consensus I'm gathering here?
Yeah, I could do a short rest.
I don't. I mean, I heard both. It sounded like you guys landed on that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you did land on that, we can take care of that other stuff too. Like, I mean, when I say take other stuff, I'm sorry. I should probably clarify. Like, you have a new party member, for example. Like, he might not have any potions. Maybe you guys have some things to kind of. Maybe I don't know if he needs anything to.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give Salim my greater healing potion. So you'll have that on you.
I don't get hit that often, so why don't you keep it? Because I'm hide in the shadows, sneak around. You guys are the big fighters.
Yeah, but
I haven't really need it.
Let's say someone goes down near you, and all the healers are on the other side of the map. Yeah.
Okay.
That happens a lot. All right.
So what was it? A potion of greater healing?
Yeah, greater healing potion.
Okay, and we are doing short rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just need to know because I'm about to burn my key points up because I get them all back after a short rest. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my wild shape back and.
You get all your key points from a short rest?
Hell yeah!
Most are broken.
Dude, I gotta kill Cronus. He's gonna get this damn key, and I'm gonna have to kill him immediately. Oh fuck!
All right, so.
Yeah, it's one of the things is like he has to meditate during the short rest, so it's like I can't be actively like looking around doing shit.
All right. So you guys complete your short rest. Go ahead, spend any hit die that you guys want to use. Top off.
How is everyone's health, real quick?
Barely. I'm fine.
I'm just doing my points
I'm
now.
not good.
I'm full.
Where's my hit dice?
Yep,
Decent now.
Ooh, damn.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just do hands of healing on myself then.
I mean, I'll take some. Or, no, you do you first.
Whoever's rolling hit dice can add a d10.
Oh, are you doing this before the short rest or after? How many hit?
I'm doing this before we start the short rest, knowing that we're getting ready to.
Oh, God damn it.
So
go ahead and do your monk healing stuff.
So I'll give these to Lorna.
Oh.
So 16.
Perfect. That's plenty.
And that leaves me with 1. All right.
Okay. So as you guys complete your short rest and you kind of gather yourselves to move forward, any order of procession or who's what would you guys like to do heading out?
Lorna can go first. But she would probably like somebody with better eyes to be helping her look for traps, and we should also keep in mind Elsa's advice that I conveniently pasted in general.
Okay.
So she'll be looking for like subtle clues for the proper path, the patterns in the frost, the whispers in the wind.
Okay.
Yes.
Carnus will be in the back.
Skyboard could help Lorna on perception, but I don't think he's very good with traps.
I mean, I can try, but sure. Or someone.
I'm just a body blocker.
I'm good at seeing shit. Usually.
Should our resident rogue be up there? If there are traps?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Who's looking, who's doing what?
Well, I'll kind of call out for checks
Mhm.
and stuff
Yeah.
as there are opportunities. So,
Absolutely.
as you guys start to head forward, it sounds like Anika, Skywar, and Lorna are kind of in the front of the pack, or is it Salim and
It's
Lorna?
Lorna and Salim first.
Okay.
Anika and
Skybor.
who
and
said
then
they were coming up the end?
Cronus? I think.
Cronus. Anika
Yep.
and Skybor second, side by
Gotcha.
side, and then Crotus at the end.
All right. As you go further down the hall, it starts to again, more of the terrain changes. It's becoming less and less icy and rocky, and more of this polished stone and quartz. The stalagmites kind of hanging on off the ceiling are starting to become less and less. But as you guys kind of come through, you'll start to see this. As you start to come through this tunnel, you'll see before you nothing but blank. Sorry, let me try this. As you come through the end of the tunnel and out to the opening, expecting to see it further lead on, instead you walk out and you see nothing but stars, space, and like nebulous stardust kind of floating up, down, around, left, and right, all around you. You look across, and you do see that there is the other side of the tunnel, and it seems to go back into a more structure like this quartz-like structure halls you're going through right now. There seems to be no end to the bottom or no end to the sky, and no clear but no bridge across this way either. What would you guys like to do?
So we need to look for patterns, right? That was the thing.
I realized I was muted. Yeah. Looking for like any patterns or kind of listening
Clues.
clues.
Look for weird things and listen to whispers.
Okay.
So
Well-
look first. See if there's any clues in the ice or the giant expanse of white in front of us.
Mhm.
No. All right. Give me a. All right, this is gonna be a one-person check. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do like a group average thing. So who is doing the check?
I'll do
Are
it.
you investigating? And Nika, go ahead and do.
I'll-
Or
Sorry. Yeah, I'll help since I'm up at the front there.
okay.
Or does Salim want to do it? He's been weirdly quiet.
Or yeah.
That's true.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting sleep. Halfling. I'm mixing up my halflings.
Mm.
I'm sorry. Celine, would you like
Gosh.
to do a perception?
not
or
all the
investigation
same.
check?
Salim is the one without the breasts. Remember that.
Oh god. You just okay.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
Alright.
What am I rolling for? Perception?
They're talking about wanting to like search for traps or symbols or. So what would you like to do? You can either look to see if you could notice anything different, like visibly, or you could kind of investigate the area to see if you find like specific. If something specific, if you're trying like to do something specifically. So
Wasn't there something in what the queen had said about stars? It seemed to spark my memory. She said something about watching for stars.
No?
Did somebody keep track of that?
Yeah, but she didn't mention stars.
I thought she did.
Hmm.
Okay. I'll search around for patterns. Look for patterns.
okay, give me a perception check then. Let's see if you're trying to search around. Okay.
6.
Okay.
Wait. No. Who's
Oh.
doing the perception check? So, sorry, you're helping Salim look around, so go ahead and roll with advantage, Salim.
Okay. There we go.
6 and a 9.
No,
Well, you rolled a 6, yeah, so 6 and a
Yeah,
9. So.
6 and 9.
Not really seeing anything jumping out besides the the polished floor before you. Or nothing's jumping out at you. But go ahead and if you said you're looking for, give me an investigation check. Nothing clearly jumps out at you like here. But if you want to get really up close and personal and look at these, like the ground, the tiling, how the stonework is, go ahead and do a deeper investigation.
Is this with
Lorna,
advantage?
Lorna, yes, as Lorna's helping you, you go ahead and roll with advantage. 11? Okay. This is polished and cut stone, so it may stagger and it may not be exactly tiled, but it is cut stone, and you're noticing that as you kind of look before you, this expanse and the footsteps leading off up to it, the pattern in the stone doesn't seem really kind of to match up with the clean cut of some of the other stone you've seen thus far at the edge of this expanse. That's about all you notice with that investigation.
So, I have a wand of secrets, which
Mhm.
if I expend a charge, it will pulse and point at the secret area nearest to me. I think I'm going to use that.
Okay. Do you mind? Let me just read the description because I think it is. Let me just make sure the specifics of it.
Okay.
On
It's in my equipment. How do I get that into the chat?
Oh, you're okay. I got it in the compendium.
got it? Okay.
Yeah. You recharge a secret door or a trap is within 30 feet. The one with pulses. Okay, got it. So you use the charge of your wand.
Correct. So I have 2 charges left until
There are no-
daybreak.
There are no secret traps or doors near you.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Anybody else would like to do an investigation check? Not with advantage because Salim's already been helped by Lorna, but does someone else like to do a perception or an investigation?
I'll do perception.
I'll
Okay.
take the investigation because Anika gets nervous and is a little bored.
Perception 1. Bloody. Skyward, you're looking for patterns and stuff, and disappointingly, you're not finding much. But you are noticing while you're looking for these patterns that there is, some air movement that's coming through these tunnels as your guys are trying to searching around up and down to see a way to cross over this chasm. You feel the wind kind of going, straight coming from different ways, into out of this tunnel. But when you see it it doesn't seem to be flowing freely in all directions. It doesn't seem like it's going. The wind's flowing downward at all. It's just going outward and straight. 1 second. So you'll feel the wind. I'm sorry, I did a horrible job explaining that. Let me try that again. So you feel the wind flow through the tunnels, going in and out, and as you see, as the wind feels, you can feel it coming from upwards. You can feel it from the left, the right, but you feel no air coming from beneath you, from this chasm. It doesn't seem to be coming from that direction at all. Anika, as you kind of investigate some of that that stone cut pattern stuff that I had pointed out to Salim, you'll see that again. You'll notice that it doesn't seem like it matches like the shape and the cut of that quartz stone. You'll also, as you kind of focus or examine the edge, you will catch what you see a little bit of a glimmer, very, very hard to notice in with the stars and the dust kind of floating in the sky. You think you've seen something like this before, and it seems possibly like something magical or illusionary effect before your eyes.
So, like, there's an illusion of the path in front of us?
There's you just know that there seems to be some kind of illusion before your eyes.
There's no air coming from the chasm, so I would say the chasm is fake. So,
Wait. So,
sort of
Is
like if you saw
hang on.
Indiana Jones.
so like, where's the chasm in comparison to us? Is it in front of us?
It's
Is it on
in
the
front
side?
of you. You're walking through the tunnel, and
Okay.
poof, chasm. And on the other side of the chasm is poof, another chasm, another tunnel.
Yeah, so Anika's gonna look and goes, are there
So
any, like, rocks on the ground, like loose stones?
You can find something easy enough.
I'm gonna
Actually,
check it.
I'm going
have-
to
Oh,
reach into my
wait.
bag.
Hold up. Only Anika knows this right yet. So until she tells the group, she's the only one that has figured this out.
Anika, real quick, is gonna pick up one of the loose stones and kind of throw it so that it would hit, like, the edge of the chasm and maybe bounce over, see if it disappears or if it makes a sound.
Like you're trying to skip the rock across almost. You try to do so. You skip the rock on the first, like hitting the edge that you could visibly see, and it skips upwards. It like hops up, and then it goes forward, and it skips off, and skips off again off some kind of transparent ground before you.
Hey, the
So it just
chasm's
kind of
not
lays
real.
flat there in the middle of this empty space.
Yeah, so after skipping her stone. So the chasm's not real. It's an illusion. See?
Oh.
It just points at the rock that's, like, sitting in the middle of it.
Perfect. Lorna will start walking. Confidently.
Turns out
You
that
wanna-
1 5-foot square
Yeah.
is real.
Yeah, like, maybe
She
be
does.
careful, like, test each
Well, you want
rock before you
to pick
step.
up that
Oh,
rock, Lorna, once you catch up to it, you
fine.
kick it forward a little bit. Why don't you want to do
No. She'll pull out a javelin and use it like a poking stick.
Oh,
Good call.
so are you poking like a walking stick?
Yeah.
So they're gonna set off every trap along the way.
Oh. Y'all can tell her to stop.
No, yeah, it's just same character. If you don't want Lorna to do it, you gotta tell Lorna that you don't want her to do it.
Hey,
but-
like, should I maybe dispel this, or should we keep saving spells?
We should
I think
probably
it's-
keep saving spells.
Then
Just-
maybe be careful.
I mean,
Well,
the tip was find the pattern and follow the wind.
That is true.
yeah, so it
I'm
should
actually
be
gonna
safe.
reach into my bag, and I have at some point I have picked up a handful of potential herbs that I was gonna try to do. stuff with,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna throw some of the leaves into the air
About to do colors
and follow the pattern.
with herbs.
You know what, Cronus, remind me, after session, I just have considered you constantly have been collecting this, and I need to do some rolls with you to see how effective your collection has been going over these adventures. I know we haven't been staying on top of that. So yeah, go for it. What would you like to do with these herbs? What are you trying to do with them?
I'm kind of just throwing them up in the air a little bit and see if the wind picks it up a little bit.
Okay. So you like break off some of the leaves or whatever to do some kind of Rafiki thing in line and Simba, and you lit off in the air, and you'll start to see that they start to drift a little bit down, and then they lift up, and you start to see them go forward over Lorna's shoulder, and they then turn. You'll see these leaves kind of Lorna turn left,
Oh.
and then snake and turn right. Snake, and then forward into
Yeah.
a tunnel ahead.
Mm.
You notice this, Lorna, about 5 feet away from the edge, walking brazenly forward.
Yeah. I totally know that we have to go left this way. No, thank you for that. I do not want to die in here. Okay. Famous
Probably a
last
good
words.
idea.
So, what would you like to do?
She will turn left and then
Follow the
right.
leaves.
I will follow the leaves.
You do your best to follow the pattern of the leaves as far as possible. It's kind of hard. They got a little too far ahead of you guys, but you test it out. You know what's going on now, so you're kind of testing to make sure you're not going too far forward, and when it starts bending, and you guys, after some time, actually, you know what? Let's do this. I really should make you check for it.
Sure.
Lorna, give me a let's see here. If you're feeling your way out, I guess. Well, you said you were feeling your way with your pole, though. Let me
Yeah.
So there's really no reason because you're already feeling out, so you would feel when it escapes before you. So never mind. That doesn't really make
Okay.
sense. If
Cool.
everyone's following behind you and you're doing that, that doesn't make sense to make you roll any checks because there's just no way you would not feel the
Mhm.
ground go out from underneath you.
Yeah. It's like,
So-
oh, there goes a javelin.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not going that way.
Oh shit,
Okay.
I dropped it.
Oh, it's a
Yep.
good thing she has 16 of them.
Yeah, so you guys follow. I mean, it does take you your time. I mean, because you want to be sure-footed, and it is invisible.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes you just probably another 10 minutes to completely cross the chasm until you're on the other side, looking back. So, all right.
Okay.
All right. So, as you cross over, you'll see that the halls are a lot like the same, but now they're becoming more just all quartz. It's becoming wider and lighter as you walk kind of further through these tunnels. You look ahead as the hall just kind of comes to a dead end before you, and it branches left and right, approaching the fork in the path before. You see more hallways of similar color and quartz-like fashion and shape, and you notice that there's no distinguishing feature of one way over the other, but you see other turns down the hallways and other paths forward. with no real bearing of direction, or what would you guys like to do, or what you just head into? What would you guys like to do?
I think we're. Oh wait, this is still the halls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we look?
What's the ground like?
Yeah, look for patterns in the frost
Look for footprints from the previous people.
and go the opposite
Mhm.
way.
Yeah, the traps weren't really activated when they were in here. They kind of cheated it.
Sorry, I'm looking over this thing. I actually need to probably adjust that advice now that I'm looking at, which I hate to retcon. On the upcoming stuff, this room we're okay, but I'm reading the other one. I'm like, what did I?
What did you
do?
write?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm like, that's not the right order even. So, oh well, that's my sloppiness. I'll clean it up before next session. All right. So let me do this. I also, oh wait, I never moved you into this to this map to show you what things look like. Sorry about that. That's the whole point of this, right?
Ooh, oh, that's so pretty. I love it.
Yeah. And also, I just to be clear, the Halls of Frost were also kind of like your, not just when you got here, but your approaching of the portal and stuff too. But let's see here. So yes, you go forward, and we're at the crossroads. You're looking for the floor patterns. The floor is again more this quartz, polished stone, things like that. There is some frost on the frost a little bit that forms in the kind of the dimmer light of the corners. But there's no other real, again, distinguishing features. These halls just kind of seem very similar to one another.
No scuff marks or anything because the other group came this way to go into the vaults. There's nothing no trail that they left, any bits or pieces. Anything out of the ordinary? Were they brushed up against a column or scuffed a mark on the floor? Anything?
Give me an investigation check.
That's 3 terrible rolls. I hope we don't get into combat tonight.
Want to re-roll ones?
Yeah, I got luck.
There's a you can select on that for the sheet, so it does it automatically. But yeah, I'll show you later.
Anytime I make an ability check, I
Yeah,
can
just
treat anything of a
reroll.
9 or lower as a 10.
Oh, that's a rogue thing, but also
Yeah.
halfling lucky.
Halfling lucky. If I roll a 1, I can re-roll.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah.
$16. Better.
Okay. So you're getting close to Liam, you're trying to, like, there's got to be something, right? You kind of look close to the ground, and you try and examine the stone surface to see if there's any smudge, drag marks from, like, equipment. There's got to be weapons and tools that they drove through with Sivius to find this relic. And
Maybe some javelin marks where they probed the area with a javelin.
you will, as you kind of get close to start to examine for any kind of marks like that, you will see a few like scratches. If the surface doesn't really reveal marks too well, like smudges and stuff like that, but it has these, you'll see these very, very faint lines, almost like someone drug a sword or something. it's unordinary because you know if you would have done this to any kind of other unordinary kind of thing, it might have put a decent crack or scratch in it. But this just seems like a fine line to struggle over. Kind of giving you a sign of how strong this stone floor really is. But it seems to be going to the left and down that way. It doesn't seem like these floors are going to give you great patterns, but you have at least a heading that one way.
Didn't
Is
one
the
of you
wind
say
still
that?
blowing?
I'm sorry.
Hmm?
I didn't
No,
hear you.
go ahead. What's up?
I was
I
gonna
was
say,
asking if the wind is still blowing, but
You feel wind kind of still passing through this area here, but it's flowing through normally. It seems to be going in normal direction both ways.
didn't one of you say that we're basically chasing a pair of tiefling twins? And aren't tieflings basically hellspawn type claws and
They
all
they
that?
can be, but
where is
these
this going?
tieflings are they could be from hell or some kind of dark pact. These tieflings are specifically kind of a corruption of Chernobog in their first encounter with them.
Okay.
They're the followers that fell to Chernobog in first, and that's why they corrupted by Chernobog, and now they're his disciples.
Why do you ask?
Well, I'm thinking maybe if they have like heat coming off of them, it might have affected the walls or the floor, or if their feet are claws, you know. Maybe that's what scratched the floor.
We've never run into any that had claws. We've
But-
run into a few of them.
I don't
They all seem
know.
to be tieflings somehow.
But you want to follow the scratches?
Subtle clue, but
Yeah.
are there any other clues around? Anything on the wall or whatnot?
Yeah, it seems to be very generic and plain. And it seems that it's meant to kind of. It seems almost intentional. It's meant to confuse and turn people around.
So no other little subtle clues to be found or to search for? Even if you took a look?
You may do an investigation check.
I'll assist with that, taking a look around, looking at the higher places for her.
Thanks. Considering Elsa told us to follow the subtle things.
Yes.
15.
No, you're not going to get much more from Salim. But because you are an Arcana person, are familiar with magics. Actually, Salim, are you an arcane trickster?
Yeah.
I am an arcane trickster.
Okay, I'll apply this to both of you. I left this out then. It's clear to you that not only is this floor hard surface, but it's clearly these halls and this section ahead of you is radiating some kind of magical effect similar to what you just saw before. Anika, since you just saw some illusionary magic, you definitely know it's the very same type of school of magic upon this maze of hallways and passages.
Okay. So just go. The floor is illusion again?
No,
I don't know what
how
that
to say that.
means.
It's the halls before you are magical.
Okay.
That's the best way I could say it.
Yeah, so Nika's still confused. Like, the halls are magical? Which, I don't know what that means. But yeah, it's similar to the floor.
Is there any
Well,
specific type of magic that you can notice that might be a path that differs
I
from
don't
the
have a spell for
others?
that. I don't
Not
know. Do any of
without.
them shimmer differently?
Yeah, not that's the closest you're gonna get without like a detect magic or identifying magic type spell or ability.
Mm,
I have detect magic.
Maybe
I
a
think
good
detect.
idea.
Or wait, does detect magic just tell you that there is magic, or is it identify it? Does it tell you what type of magic?
Yes.
It tells me the
Tells
presence of
you
magic.
and what
It
type of school.
tells me the school.
It tells you the school. Okay.
I don't know if identify would work because that requires you to touch it.
Well, that's okay. He's able to know the school. So if you cast detect magic, I won't be. I'll tell you more about like I guess what the like what you can expect from these magical hallways. Oh shoot, I got out of the game. Right. Sorry, I got out of the game and that distracted me. What was I saying I was going to do?
Always type of magics.
Gotcha. If you want to cast detect magic, go ahead and burn the spell slot and
Okay.
so go ahead. If you do so, so again, Sleep, you're clearly gonna kind of understand what kind of magic this is. It's not exactly illusionary. Like the halls are definitely there, but the terrain seems like and the magic seems like it can manipulate the hallways and quite easily get you lost. Um, it seems, yeah, that's the best I can give you until you guys get started into the maze.
Oh, do we want to follow the scratches?
Oh.
I have a way to track that we can use, so we
I
don't
mean-
get lost in the maze.
Other question would be, didn't Elsa say the defenses weren't here when they went through? So maybe take some of the scratches after this with a grain of salt, right? I mean, as far as we know, any hallway's as good as any, so may as well take that one. So, that way. Points to the hallway with the scratches.
Sounds good.
You choose your heading and you start going that way. Again, you have to make another choice, and again, you're not given a whole lot of information. So you continue forward further and further until the walls just all start to look the same.
Okay.
Uh,
I want to do something before we start.
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt you
Go
there.
No, go for it. What did you want to do?
I have a burglar's pack, and it has ball bearings. I have 1,000 ball bearings. Can I leave a
Oh.
trail of ball bearings in a certain way? Like leave one, and then 20 feet later leave two, and then 20 feet later leave three.
How many ball bearings do you have again?
1,000.
1,000.
1,000. Okay. Definitely. So,
Okay. So I'll basically leave a trail of breadcrumbs for us to follow.
gotcha. Okay. You guys make it finally to these twists and turns and fork until you seem like you get to this hallway that doesn't have any turns. And from where you're at, you see nothing, like no end. It just seems to go on and on and on forever. Still doing these beads, you guys continue to walk down. Go ahead and give me go ahead as a group, give me a perception check.
I'll take that.
Jesus, Skyboard.
Cronus is AFK for a moment.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Wait, I should pull up his character sheet real quick then. I'm not sure why I can't token. Oh, they're on that layer or some. Okay. Oh, yeah. So just, take slow with this new interface. All right. Good. Cronus sheet.
I'm back. What do you need?
Oh, I'm just trying to get to your perception check here. I'll go ahead and let you click it since you're back. Thank you. You guys go down this hallway for a while, again, seeing no end in sight, and now that you look backwards, Salim, you just see like your trail of beads. You can't even see where the trail of beads started going. But it's still behind you. I'm not saying it's disappeared. I'm just saying it goes on for quite a while. But you guys will notice, again, feeling the wind in the air and paying attention to your surroundings for any kind of subtle clues in a place that doesn't give you very many. It keeps you distracted. You feel that the wind is going down this tunnel, and as you are walking by a wall, as one of the walls, you will feel that the wind kind of diverts and like goes into the wall itself, and looks like it's going through where the joints of two walls meet, like kind of in the mortar of two stone walls.
Stick my hand through the wall.
You do so, and you can feel nothingness behind that wall as you kind of grasp it into air.
I stick my head through.
You see icicles that kind of hang from the ceiling, and frost that covers the floor. Snow kind of fills the halls, and you do start to see some trails that head down ahead before you and head in different directions. You notice two large footprints and two sets of one really large set of footprints, another set of large footprints, and two regular sets of footprints walking through the snow further ahead. And it seems like they are kind of going up and down a couple different areas, but you see some tracks in the snow in this hall.
Yeah, they totally went this way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Guess we'll follow them then.
Yeah.
Gail chirps, and you'll see her just kind of floating on the air, and she kind of rides that airstream also, and just poof, right in through the illusionary wall.
You know, I have a thought. Why isn't she leading the way?
I
Gail?
don't think she knows it, or she can't.
Gail, are you able to help us through this? Do you know the way?
She lets kind of she perks up when you ask for help, but then she kind of looks like a kind of a disappointed whistle when she goes, you know the way. She doesn't know the way, but she does seem to be right in the air in the streams that are in this dimension or plane.
Perfect.
I keep forgetting that she can't talk, so I can't really say much for her. So, but she will, if you guys want to let her kind of ride the airstreams before you and follow her, you definitely can.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll keep an eye on the tracks and her.
Okay. All right.
I think she does know. She just doesn't want to tell us.
She's luring us to our death.
I mean, if this is how we go by this point, this is how we go.
Yeah.
So, as you guys follow Gale through these kind of, I will say cavernous, like cavernous halls, and following these footprints through some of the frost and disrupted snow that on the quartz floor, you make your way forward, and following Gale, and you will notice that as you turn in the hall, down where the first footprints go, you'll see a sign, kind of like a stone wall at the end, and some text carved into it, and kind of similar script that you've seen in the other vaults, Anika. When it lies before you at the end of this hall. Gale kind of continues down the hallway. Is there anything you guys or do you have that? I don't know. Do you have the special ability to comprehend languages, Anika, or was that something that only Faye could do? I can't remember now.
No.
Gotcha.
Don't have any particular thing for that unless it's one of the many languages I know.
What languages do you want to know again?
A lot.
A lot.
Doesn't Cronus have the speech of tongue and sun and moon yet?
No, that's the
No,
next.
next
Son
level.
of a bitch.
Gotcha.
But I can only speak it. It's not reading it.
Oh, that's right.
Nope. But Anika, you will understand this. She's,
You know halfling?
you know,
He does now.
Oh, I inspired you?
this whole time you haven't talked to me in halfling.
This whole time we could have been shit talking people and you didn't?
I will share my one language. Haha.
I don't have that one.
Anika, as you come up upon this ancient text, you'll be able to translate it, and it's very it starts to talk about the heavens and the hells and how they play on how they play a role on Fantasia. And the text goes by, it says, beneath the heavens gaze, I'll put this in chat too. Beneath the heavens gaze, the cycle begins anew. Creation sparks birth realms and gods and pantheons emerging from eternity's loom. Deities ascend, and their essence shapes the destinies. They weave realms with threads of divinity, and they craft a new weave of souls and elements. And it has it just seems it stops there. And when when you're in this hallway, you'll see that there is two symbols on each side of the hall where it breaks off. One has like stars above it, and the other below it has what looks to be a human figure on it, like that's a rune. So it looks like a person carved into the wall at the other end, and it looks like stars on at the other end of the hall.
So, and she'll say this out loud. It's a poem about the heavens and creation, divinity in the weave, creating people, gods, and whatnot.
A really bad thought went through her head right there, but we're not going to talk about that. Nope.
Yeah. And then those pathways, that one has a person on it points to the right, I'm assuming. And that one has stars and stuff up there by the ceiling. So, if we're going the easy route, this is a poem about creation, birth anew, shit. So therefore, wouldn't we go for the stars route?
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Unless anyone has a different.
I think we're gonna have to
thought
go in both of them.
Quite possibly. We had to do that for the doors, remember?
Because one of the things that Elsa said was about something reflecting on different planes of existence.
That is true. And having to match symbols. So, if this is the reflection, then we'd go to the stars, right? Because it's talking about the heavens.
Yeah.
Then that way.
Let's go that
if you're in the Chamber of Reflections.
Either way, we're going that way.
Okay. You guys do so? And as you guys approach the stars first, you take a few steps in, and then everything kind of around you starts to transform and change shape again. And you realize it's not transforming and changing shape, but it's actually seems like it's moving you through space and time to another area of these tunnels. And you'll see again more of these quartz-like hallways before you, but you will also hear some voices coming from down one of the hallways. You'll overhear the voices of what sounds to be like a troll. You can at least tell one of them is a troll, but the others seem humanoid-like, normal voices from down the way. You have to get closer to overhear what they're saying, but what would you guys like to do?
Omari, when did you get here?
Oh my goodness.
You went all the way back to the beach.
Omari's tokens are with us.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's yeah. Oh, I need to put Slim's token on here too. I didn't. Sorry about that, Slim. I hope you can see this without being on there.
I cannot.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I wish I would have known that. Can you see it now?
I see the hallway.
Yeah, that's all.
Sorry. That was like
The arched hallway, that's what I see.
Yep.
So yeah. Okay. Well,
So, carefully.
Stealth.
Yeah.
Lorna way
Sure.
in the back.
I mean,
I can run
read
fast.
lips.
Yeah, I'll go in the back. That's fine.
okay. Who's going first?
I will.
Okay. Are you going up by yourself or just sneaking up?
no, I think we're all sneaking.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be about 10, 15 feet in front of them, stealthily.
Okay. I'll get a stealth check here soon if it's necessary. But right now you're outside the hallway. As you guys kind of walk closer, you start to make out some of the words coming from the room. You start to hear one with a notable accent. It seems like to seem possibly one of a crewman of Blackbeard's Armada in this group. As you hear them say, "Blasted fortune to be this shiny pile of riches, but what's the worth if we're stuck here in this cursed place?" You'll hear another voice. You'll hear the troll's type voice kind of start to speak up. It says, "We need to be gone and gone soon." Right as they muddled in the wrong mess, and now someone's got to make them see sense while we still can. The other voice responds, saying, "Aye, mate. I've seen me share of storms at sea, but the lands are cooler than the fiercest tempests. Zivius be having more trick up his sleeve than a deck of cards." This one is a female voice speaks up, and she says, "The riders of the storm, they're be kin, but their minds be stubborn like the ice itself. We need to break this cursed greed that gripped them." And they continue to kind of chat more and more about there. You hear also in the room as they talk loud sounds of gold and metal and things clinging together, and like they're dropping things and um, moving things as they're discussing these things in the next room.
So it's a hallway leading up to a room.
Mhm.
Can I get to the edge and peer in?
Absolutely.
Also, what's the lighting situation like here?
This is dim light.
All right, I will go invisible and I'll just walk right up behind them.
Okay. Go ahead and do a stealth check there, Salim. And then go ahead and give me a stealth check, Cronus as well. Okay. Salim, you peek in and you see these guys talking, and you get a clear look of the room. It's filled with treasure. Gold in piles. You see jewels, diamonds, gems, all sorts of things of your wildest dreams. You've heard tales of massive treasure vaults of the 40 thieves in your day from living in Agrabah, and this just kind of, while it's not in the same size and grandeur of some of the massive treasure troves, it's still full to the gills on what capacity this room can hold of different treasures and magical items. Cronus, as you go invisible and start to walk into the room, at Salim, you can see that that Cronus is maybe relying a little too heavily this time on his invisibility. As you could see that every once in a while, some of the coins and gold that lays on the floor starts to get disturbed as he walks a little through into the room. And let's see if they notice. I'm just gonna roll with advantage. That way, I don't have to roll for each of them. So, 15 will do it. As they're talking about the riders and what's going on with the others, you'll hear the troll's voice kind of crack. Like, "Hey, what's wrong with these coins?" As he points kind of over to where your footsteps are shuffling around Cronus and making room. He points over to your area. The others kind of stand up, kind of looking at in your direction, not seeing you yet, but they see that the coins are moving. What do you do?
You know what? I will go ahead and move quickly, like 2 or 3 more steps into the room, step backwards.
Okay. Oh my god, I almost fell out of my chair.
Oh no!
Oh my, I was leaning back too far. Shoot. Holy crap. Oh, that hurt.
You
Oh,
okay?
that was a recovery. Yeah, I pulled out some old muscles from my childhood to not fall out of that. I haven't used those parts in a while. Okay. Anyways, so you're gonna step forward a couple steps, and then you're gonna poof back. And as you do so, the coins again shuffle and move as you're with your footsteps in this gold treasure room, and then you poof further back. What can you use an action while invisible?
Mm-hmm.
If you do so, I think it makes
With
you go.
his monk bullshit, yeah.
But I'm saying, if you use an action while invisible, doesn't that break your ability, or does it have to be an attack?
But here's the thing: is I have to be in dim light in order to transfer through shadows. So I guess the most you would see is like the silhouette and then the shadow just vaporizing away.
Yeah, what
So-
Curtis is using isn't normal invisibility. Because monk bullshit.
No, I mean, monk just makes you turn invisibility. It's the same
Mhm.
spell.
It's the same thing. So as soon as I do it, I appear, but then all of a sudden I'm just gone.
Okay.
Place is haunted.
Damn straight.
Where are you poofing back? Back to the hallway?
Like back 60 feet into the hallway. So I would pretty much be behind everybody. I would take it.
Do me. Are you trying to make it seem like it's haunted? Or are
No,
you
I'm
get out
just I'm just making the most of a bad situation.
okay.
But would
I
they
mean-
take it as it being haunted is the thing. All of a sudden coins are moving around, there's a body, and then he's gone.
The pirate will speak up. I told you this girl will be cursed. That's the reason we're stuck here in the first place. He goes, I knew it was cursed dragon's gold. That just proves it right there. Let's leave all this stuff, and get the hell out of here while we still can. The troll speaks up and says, "And how do you imagine we get out of here? We've been running in circles for forever now. We should have just stuck it out with Sivius until we finally got out of this damn place." And they kind of frantically are debating again what to do. Do they take the treasures they've collected? Do they leave them here? And they're kind of in heated debate and just kind of startled, and now they're kind of all kind of high alert right now and arguing with one another.
We may not have to fight them. We could probably negotiate.
I was about to say, do we take advantage of a situation?
I mean,
I think so. What do you think, Cronus?
I can do my roar through the hallway,
True.
and that might get them moving ahead of us. Kind of like using my meat shield in case we come up against anything.
Isn't that kind of evil?
No. I don't see that as being evil. I mean, they're bad people. I guess refer to them as a meat shield, maybe.
What is your idea?
I can use Dragon Roar in our hallway, and if they're so worried about it being cursed, they may want to take off. If they might set off anything that's ahead of us.
Hey.
That's definitely chaotic neutral.
I mean, I'd like to point
But
out
it's-
that on my sheet here, I have been chaotic good since episode 1.
You are not bad. I don't think that's a byproduct of them running away from you.
I think we should leave them because it sounds like they separated from the other group and they've been wandering around here lost. I say leave them, go back the other direction because they're not leading us anywhere. They're
Okay, but
lost in the maze.
counter offer. When we're done with the tiefling bullshit in this place, we still have to deal with Blackbeard. They know Blackbeard and turned on him. Our one connection to piracy is back in Neverland.
Would I know any of... You said at least one of them's a pirate. Wouldn't I know them from when I was on the ships?
Ooh. I'm so sorry, Sam. I forgot you were a crewman, weren't you, upon Blackbeard's ship? Yes. Let's see here. You would know them definitely as a crewman. Blackbeard's armada is huge. But you were. Shoot. How many years did you sail under Blackbeard? It was for a couple of years, though, right?
I think 2.
2? Okay.
I was trying to track down somebody, which
Over
are
the-
one of the
You would-
tieflings that we're after, I think.
You aren't familiar, like you don't know each other, but you know of him. You definitely have seen each other. You have served on a vessel once your time under one of Blackbeard's ships that fly or that sail underneath his flag. So you have noticed or met this, or not met again. You've worked on the same ships before, but not necessarily. You're not best buddies with them.
Would I know their disposition? Like, they went against Blackbeard?
No, you wouldn't know if they're really for or against Blackbeard. They kind of, I will say, they were not far enough up the totem, similar to you. So, they're kind of like they're thinking, their ambitions with Blackbeard is more self-serving than the whole goal of Blackbeard. So you're not saying they sail under Blackbeard, but they might not necessarily be for the whole Forgotten Empire thing. That they
Sort
could
of like
be
me.
Exactly.
They have their own reasons for sailing.
Exactly.
Not necessarily. Do you want to negotiate?
I mean, it's worth a shot, right? Worst comes to worst, then Cronus scares them.
I mean, how many were there? There's a
There
troll.
are one.
Sound like 3 or 4?
Three, there are 3. There are 3 people in there.
Yeah, so we've
I
got
think I
'em.
said 4 before, but that was a mistake. I'm counting. I'm 1, 3. Yep.
We've got numbers on them, and surely we can take them out fairly easy.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to them.
Let's talk to him.
Minimum that's going to happen is we find some information out, and then we kill them. When
Sure.
Lorna loses her temper, and
Let's
they
not
say
take me.
Excuse me.
That doesn't normally happen.
I can hold my temper most of the time.
No. No, Salim, you'll learn this group is typically a keyword, like it said, that triggers a fight.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
No, we're not bringing that up again.
but it's still true.
No,
was-
we
It'll
can't
s-
argue about it because we have a time constraint.
But yeah, let's try. You know what? Try it that way. I'll be prepared to stab some guts and chop off some heads. So
so
All right.
let me go in first, since they should recognize me,
cool.
and they will feel less alarmed. And then you guys can back me up.
Cool beans.
All right, sounds good. So I'll walk in, hands off the weapons, give them a greeting, a yo ho ho greeting, pirate greeting. See how they react.
All right. The 3 of them kind of are startled. You now see before you, yeah, they all kind of looking at you. Their all hands are kind of full, carrying different things and loading it in their bags. But your appearance out of nowhere catches them off guard, and you'll see that the woman in the group, she is the one that kind of jumps the most. But she as you kind of came up from behind her shoulder, while the others were kind of looking in your direction, anyways. Riven, the pirate guy, the one that's was wearing similar garb to the crew of the ships. He looks at you like, him and the others all look at you kind of like, where'd you come from? Who are you? Where'd you come from? And then Riven looks at you up and down like, I know you. He goes, we sailed together, right? Before?
Yes, we have.
How the hell did you end up in here? I thought you were. I didn't think you were on. You were in the crew with Papyrus.
No, but we had a falling out. I left the group, and I found some friends, and we're on sort of a quest. We don't mean you guys any harm. You can take all the treasure that you want. We'd like some information, though, about who you came in with and what's going on, because we've seemed to be lost in these hallways.
We should have stuck with Sivius. It's like he has been here before, the way he made his way through these halls. But we've been lost here for a while ourselves. I wish I could probably give you aid how to get out of here. And that's when Alicia, or the girl, will speak up and say, "I'm telling you, this gold is it has to probably something to do with this treasure. We probably need to leave this, or leave it behind so we can get out of this place." And then that's when Ribbon says, "I'm not leaving this much amount of money behind. There's no way." What was your other question, Salim? Sorry about that.
Who's all with? Who was it? Sivius?
Sivius?
Yeah. Who's he got with him? We're trying to catch up to him.
He goes, "You're crazy. I would head the other direction. I don't know how you got lost and wound up in here, and I'm sorry, mate. I wish you would have never got stuck in here with us." He's gone mad. He's stuck with some of the crew. Peppers took most with him up north. I'm an idiot, and I should have signed up with the rest that went out of here. But he's got some of the crew with him that are still too scared to leave and too scared to say anything. And then he's got some of the Riders of the Storm also in his room. At the end of the vault, he's terrifying now. Ever since he got both those damn keys, he sees us nothing but little insects to him.
How do you guys plan on getting out of here? We have problems. We can't find our way out. We seem to be running around in circles. This is the first different room that we've actually found.
Like I said, we didn't think it through. We got out there as soon as we could, as soon as we found our opening, that without getting our heads cut off. We saw Sivius cleave through a troll right where he stands, just for his own amusement. Just because he was asking how much longer we would stay there now that he has found what he was looking for. We took off, and now we're stuck because Sivius is the one that kind of got us here in the first place. It doesn't help these halls are magic and they keep moving on you. You'll see that at this point never mind. Yep. But the halls keep changing and shifting. Every time we leave here, we go for a couple hours one way. We always wind up right back here in this room. It seems like no matter what we can do, we can't escape this hellhole.
When you leave, are you taking treasure with you?
Alicia gives a stern look. We need to leave the treasure behind.
Think that's what's drawing you back?
Riven looks kind of disagreeingly at her. Celine, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw, sir.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That would be a 10. There's that ability check.
As you are listening to them talk back and forth, your emotions are pulled at, and your greed kind of seems to grow within you, and you kind of see the point of Riven's trying to make, that you can't leave this gold behind. It's too valuable and too good. too much. It would make you all wealthier beyond all your dreams if you stayed here and collected the treasure and took it with you.
I see your point, Rivet. Maybe we should just take the best, most expensive items. Try not to take as much as we can.
Alicia speaks up in contest and frustration that you weren't the voice of reason she was hoping for. And she goes, "No, see, all your minds have been poisoned by greed. Romnak, we're writers. We don't care any about this frivolous stuff. We have no need for this golden coin out in the wildlands." But Romnak is, but the jewels are so shiny. Everything looks so will help me, and they'll be so great. And I'm sure they'll say, "I'm sure." Sorry, I almost said the wrong name. I said Ragnar. It's not Ragnar. It's Zalak. Surely Zalak will put me in a high position after I bring out this much back for the tribe.
And you could buy your own ship. And you can be the captain of the ship, not have to follow orders.
Romnak sees, like the idea of him being a captain being a possibility is an alien thought. Like he always thought, like I would maybe be further up in the tribe, not own my own ship and crew. Alicia, he thinks just like us. Wish you would have been here earlier on this journey. Alicia's been a little bit of a stick in the mud, but she's helped us before, and she's a fellow writer, and I feel like even though she's not going to have fun with us, that I owe it to her to stick together. Alicia just kind of rolls her eyes in this frustration and obviously a losing conversation.
Well, if she's not interested in it, I'll gladly take her share.
All right.
I start looking through the items for the best items.
Okay. What is everyone else doing? Is anyone trying to keep eyes on Slim while he's in this room?
This guy more like looks at the rest of the party. I don't see where this is going. What's his plan?
I don't know. He lost me.
I don't either.
Should we go out there?
Yeah, I think we should, because
You know what
it's getting out of hand.
Yeah, you know what we probably should have done before he went in alone was give him one of the earrings.
I kind of
Oh, well.
that's an option a lot of the time.
Yeah. Okay. Do we
Let's go
move?
make-
So you all go in, or what? What are you guys? What are you
Yeah,
guys?
I think we all just casually just walk in there now.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Fuck it.
This is our house.
Yep.
Actually, I am not. I'm gonna stay in the hallway.
Cool.
Okay. So behind you, Slim, you see some familiar faces walking in the room. You see Anika, not Kronos, I'm sorry, Anika, Lorna, and Skybor walk into the room.
I say, guys, look at all this.
Hi.
Fill your pockets. We hit the mother lode. Just what we came for. Let's get this treasure and get out of here.
Are you sure that's what we came for, or is that what you came for?
Ribbon is startled by these newcomers, and none of you look like crewmen. He
I
goes,
said, these are my friends. These are my friends. Easy, easy. There's enough here for all of us.
How are they your friends? They obviously weren't on board our ship, and they're definitely not riders. As he kind of fumbles and pulls his rapier out, pointing it at kind of your friends and stuff.
It's pretty
We're-
simple.
Yeah.
We saved him from, being a dead body on the floor.
And now we're here to help you from not being a dead corpse in this place.
Yep. And if you would like to get back at oh my god, back at Blackbeard for, kind of screwing you over with these tieflings. We can help you with that too. But we can also get you out of here.
Would love to see Blackbeard sink down with his ship. This is nothing that we bargained for. None of us, if any of us would have been told half of what we had to sell our souls for when we signed up for his crew, none of us would have come out
Just
here for him.
think, we've got enough gold here. We can melt it down and make golden cannonballs and sink his ship with golden cannonballs.
He smirks at your comment and stows away his rapier. Well, if you're friends with Salim, then I guess, or friends with him, and you're gonna help us out, get all this gold out of here. The more bodies and hands we have that help us grab all this will be better. And I'll go ahead and need everyone that's accepted this room to make a wisdom saving throw.
I have a question.
Oh yeah.
Since Skyboard doesn't really come from a place where it uses currency, would he even have an urge to want to keep gold?
Yes, because it's a
Just like,
it's
what
a
is this
magical.
shiny
Even though
stuff?
he doesn't know of it, it's an affliction of greed and basically making Skyboard want it. It could be really anything. It doesn't have to be monetary, but
All right.
And Salim, I'm sorry, I know you want to whisper that, but I'm just going to respond quicker this way. But go ahead and give me another wisdom saving throw, since the others have just done one too. Let's see how you're doing with it, with this. That's right.
And
Yeah, you're still on board with the idea that that Riven has proposed and Gromnak are thinking. Lorna and Anika, you both seem to feel the poison slip in your mind, but you push it back out and you keep your mental fortitude about you.
That's a really nice looking rock.
Skybor goes around and starts
Yes.
collecting things that are not intrinsically like the most valuable, but he goes and finds like special baubles in the room, like, oh, I really like this thing, or
Like, did he just pick up a boulder?
Yeah, he did just pick up a pebble. Why? Oh,
Look how smooth this rock is.
wow.
Yeah. It is pretty, buddy.
Yeah.
but Lorna and you and Nika are both still of sound mind.
So, trap, right?
Yeah, hold on. She'll put her finger on, or just like tap the earring. Yeah, so we got a slight problem in here. It's not too bad. Maybe you should stay out? I don't know.
Do I have the earring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought Anika had it.
Nope.
Oh shit, I do.
Do you? Oh my god.
Yeah, I had it from when we went into the
Lorna thinks it's still Cronus. It's in character now.
Hey,
And now
Lorna?
Nika's like, I'm right here.
And Nika just like tugs on your elbow because I imagine we always put our hands to their ears when we do that.
Yeah.
Right here. Right here.
What? You
I just point to my ear.
Gee, fuck.
Yeah, so guys, I'm going to let you all know that this gold is just part of a trap. So you need to leave the gold here as he's putting like these gems in his pouch.
Hey,
Mhm.
hey, Skywar, the shiny rock's a trap too.
It's not gold.
It's
It's
anything
treasure.
precious. Yeah.
How is it? It's just rocks
Then why are
They're
you collecting them?
yeah.
because it's really nice.
And so is gold. You're gonna
Gold is just metal.
exactly. Oh,
And
but
those are just rocks.
this is
Oh,
the
are you
stuff
saying you're not
dreams are
picking up
made of.
treasure? You're picking up rocks? Is that what you're saying, Skyward? The
Yeah.
Greeks make you pick up rocks or things that Skyward's interested in, not the gold because Skyward. I love that. Yes, that's happening, and take inspiration for that because that's freaking awesome.
Like, is he just finding pebbles or is he picking up like gemstones?
Also, Celine, you were doing a
Yes.
great job at this ruse too. Take inspiration as well. I love this. You guys are doing a great job. Sorry, what back to you guys? What did you want to say, Anika and Lorna?
Is Skyward picking up pebbles or gemstones?
He's picking up pebbles and gemstones, which are not cursed, so this trap is
Oh.
working against the creator.
Hmm.
The gold's cursed. but-
Why-
Yeah, so Nika's just like, actually, I don't know if those are count.
Okay, cool. So I should get Salim. Drop the gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah,
please.
let's
Okay, cool.
drop it
Yeah.
into that bag of holding that you
Yeah,
have.
absolutely.
fill it.
Absolutely.
For
I'll come
sure.
over. Yeah.
Sounds like a great
We could
idea.
fill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go over there and I'll be like, "Hey Salim, why don't you put it in this bag here?" And she'll have her regular backpack out. This is where I keep all the party's gold.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I got a handful in each hand, and I go over to put it in the bag.
Perfect. I will then quickly dump it and pick him up under my arm and walk out.
And I start kicking my feet and flailing my arms around, sort of like when a mother carries her child and the
Yeah.
child throws a temper
When he's
tantrum.
having a temper
No!
tantrum.
He's literally-
I want to! No!
Sky will be like,
Stop!
"It's for your own good," as he still continues to put rocks in his pouch.
Yeah, and Nika will pick up another pretty rock and just put it in Skyward's pouch. Here you go, bud.
All right, appreciate it.
she's going
So,
to hold on.
As you start to pick him up and Salim starts to squeal that he doesn't want to leave, Riven will say, "Wait a minute, whoa. He doesn't want to go anywhere. If he wants to stay here and help us carry this treasure, you guys don't want anything to do with this treasure, you guys can keep going. But he's staying here and helping us. Because we're getting this stuff out of here."
Well, that's the thing. Is he even going to really be able to help you with how tiny he is? He could barely hold 2 fistfuls of gold before he needed help putting it in a bag.
Hey guys, I will give you 170 platinum if you come with us, as he continues to put rocks in his pouch.
The pirates? You say that to the pirates?
Yeah.
Riven kind of strokes his beard. She goes, Alicia looks at her and says, excuse me. Actually, Edward doesn't care about money. That's the thing. I was gonna say, would the greed keep you from giving anything away of yourselves? I think the greed would keep you from giving away anything of your possessions, even if it's something that you don't highly value.
It's sentimental. You can't have it.
Actually, make a wisdom saving throw, Skyward. If you want to do that, let's do that. Let's do another wisdom saving throw and see if you can kind of fight through your urge. Okay, yeah, you can fight through your greed a little bit there, and you make it so that you're like, I'll give you some money if you come with us and leave the treasure behind. Is that what you're proposing?
Well,
Yeah.
no, he offered to give them a shit ton of money.
Yes, he did.
Me too. Give me some. Mine.
You get a split of the treasure, Salim.
Alicia comes to Riven, take the deal. This gold is cursed, and let's get out of here. Gromnak says, I don't know if I trust this little one's friends.
Rude.
Riven's eyebrows kind of change positions as it's clear that the wheels are turning as he thinks through what to do. Let me do some wisdom saving throws for them. Oh wow. Okay. I'm giving them advantage because you did offer them a ton of money. So, Riven disappointed looking at some of the like not just the gold. It's not just the valuable of the gold, but some of these are like clearly magical items, weapons, and stuff that he would cherish to bring with him. But with your offer and the words of Alicia and the others saying that you guys will try to help them get out of here, he does decide to finally put down some of the treasure and start unloading his pack. And he kind of speaks to Gromnak to do the same, as Gromnak kind of also comes to reason a little bit, and he starts to unpack some of the gold and treasure that he had found. They start to set everything back down, and they then look at you. We'll stick with you, get out of here, but you guys are heading. Where are you guys? Are you guys getting out of here? Where are you guys heading? How are you gonna get us out of here?
Do we want to go out and back to like that main hallway where all the hallways were, or continue down the one we were going through?
Well, you can't get back there
We really can't
at the
go
moment.
backwards.
You got kind of teleported to this other area.
Yep. So continue on. The only way out is through.
Yep.
If we get somewhere dangerous, you can hang back.
Ruben says, as long as you're not as long as we don't have to see Sivius again, I'll be good.
Shifty eye.
What's the shifty eye?
Because we're planning on seeing Sylvius.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Nika just doesn't say anything. She's like, okay.
I cast blindness on them. No.
Go ahead and roll deception, Anika.
Okay. Sorry, I'm suddenly forgetting where shit is.
Insight is wisdom, right?
Yes.
Okay. They believe you guys. Okay. So they start to empty their loads. What about? Let's go ahead and do another wisdom save for you, Salim. Because of this whole. I'm sorry, I should have done that for you when the other guys did that too. So yeah, go ahead and do that.
10. I'm still reaching for gold as she's carrying me out.
Yeah, you're still having a child's tantrum as Lorna's carrying you out.
I want my money.
I'm never having kids.
I feel like that's a discussion the two of you should probably have later.
Yep.
Ribbon and Gromnak now kind of look at Salim, and they are like, they have a look on their face like, were we just like that, or because he kind of starts coming off the drunken feeling of this cursed effect, or the possession has had over their mind.
I try to bite Lorna in the leg. Put me down now.
No.
Also, with how many layers we're wearing, I'm not sure you can get skin.
That's a great point.
You can just get a mouthful of jacket.
As you guys make your ways away from this horde, still with Salim kicking for a little bit. Once you get about I'll say 20 minutes away from this room, though, Salim, the effects kind of start to wear out, and you're starting to feel more like yourself. While you're still being carried, what do you say?
Can you put me down now, please? I'm okay.
She's gonna insight check that.
Go ahead, do an insight.
Yeah.
Ki-
Persuasion?
go ahead and make a persuasion check there, Salim. Just to see, we gotta compare it to.
Sure. No, I roll good.
Yep. In fact, you want to give them all your gold too. Okay. So as you guys are kind of so our Ribbon and them kind of Ribbon's pretty upfront down that is. He's like, all right, where's my share? As you guys kind of get a little away from the treasure room as you reach the green palms towards you, Skyward.
Skybor will hand them 170 platinum.
What?
As promised.
I mean, we did get a couple really big rewards.
That's true.
Salim holds out his hand too.
Salim.
He will give Salim 5 gold.
He rubs them together. Ah.
You good there, bud?
Ribbon
I'm
looks
good. I'm good.
opens the purse and he kind of looks Skybor up and down. A man dressed in leathers, fur, or what is all your attire, Skybor?
Leather. There's some like kind of like a ghillie suit sort of thing where it's like vines that are interwoven, kind of form of a cape or a cloak rather.
A man dressed as Skybor's self stands before handing them an obnoxious amount of gold that they're just kind of blown away by. And Riven looks looking you up and down. It doesn't equate, and he goes, "I gotta admit, I thought you were kind of bullshitting a little bit, but I'm glad to see that you're a man of your word." And he zips up and he throws it over to Gromnak and says, "Gromnak, hold on to this, but we're gonna split this up when we get out of this place." And Gromnak takes the bag and throws it in his, crude little bag around his waist.
Honestly, I really don't need that sort of stuff. That's why I got so much. I never really spend it.
It's understandable.
You guys continue forward though, and you guys are able, with the guidance and following Gale, sailing on the wind streams, as well as you are starting to find patterns and symbols that are giving you a little bit more progress. You feel like you're making more movement. You're not seeing repeat locations that you're only noticing because that Salim, I assume you're still doing your little ball bearing thing. So
Yep.
you will start to see every once in a while you guys will notice that you've worked yourself into a circle. But after time spent with in here and with your wits about you, not carrying, cursed treasure, you do see the patterns. You follow the signs and you make your way to this massive the stairs across what seems to be just scars and nebulous dust just floating all around you. And it leads, as you guys make your way over this bridge. I'm gonna go ahead and share this real quick.
Before we go over the bridge, what are the other three doing? Are they going with us?
Yep, they're following you guys.
Okay.
I
We
meant
promised them a
that.
place.
If they wanted a way out, they would follow the ball bearings, right?
That's the
There's
thing, they
a
can't go
chance
that
they
way.
Can go backwards.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, they can.
Yes.
They just can't get to the end with the wall with the key to go through it.
well, actually, when you walked to the star hallway, once you reach the end, it teleported you into this another kind of magical labyrinth.
Gotcha.
This is a completely magical location, and it's like warping you and twisting you around.
Okay.
But you've managed to make sense out of the nonsensical, and you made your way to this bridge that you see. And as you guys make your way across the bridge further through, you just see the heavens and everything move around you. You see meteors and rocks fly across space. You see what seems to be explosions, bright novas exploding off of the distance, and what seems to be like swirling vortexes of light showing entrances and portals to even other types of dimensions that connect to this otherworldly domain that you guys find yourself lost in.
Oh, hey, we found the Hall of Reflections.
The what?
The Hall of Reflections.
As you guys make your way through, you walk into this room. It's prismatic, meaning it's very geometric in shape, all around. Glass-like mirrors made of ice, either shiny and reflective stone, and also just traditional mirrors, are placed everywhere in this geometric room. And you will see again. It kind of you'll start to see just kind of all yourselves in different shapes, sizes, orientations, and everything as you take each step into the room. With your steps kind of echoing off this chamber, the chamber walls. And that is where we'll pick up next time in our next session.
Woo!
All
Sounds
right. Awesome.